Assalamualaikum and a very good day I bid to all. My name is Puan Nurul Hijah binti Jasman and I am the EPT coordinator for UiTM Johor Pasir Gudang campus. First and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate and welcome all of you who have been accepted to be admitted into various programs at both campuses of UiTM Johor. Congratulations and welcome to UiTM. Today, as an EPT coordinator, I am going to explain about a program called EPT. Nevertheless, before we go any further, let me brief you on the English courses which are compulsory to be taken by all diploma students in UiTM. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, there are 3 compulsory English courses for diploma students and you must pass all the courses should you want to graduate from the university. In semester 1, you need to sit for ELC 121. This is a prerequisite course for the next English course, which is ELC 151. This means to say, if you want to sit for ELC 151 in your second semester, you need to make sure you have passed ELC 121 in the first semester. Should you fail ELC 121 in your semester 1, you need to repeat the course until you pass it. Then only you can sit for ELC 151. Last but not least, we have ELC 231, and this course is offered to all semester 3 students. So in short, there are only 3 compulsory English courses which are compulsory to be completed by all diploma students in UiTM. And the courses are ELC 121 for semester 1 students, ELC 151 for semester 2 students, and ELC 231 for semester 3 students. Okay, so what is EPT? And what does this have to do with all the English courses offered to UiTM students? Let us look at the definition of EPT first. By definition, EPT is an acronym which stands for English Placement Test. This test is designed to assess students' approximate level of English grammar and usage. Why do you need to sit for EPT? It is for the assumption of taking ELC 121 in the first semester. So this means to say, if you are keen on taking the test and should you pass the test with flying colors, you do not have to take ELC 121 in semester 1. Instead, you can do ELC 151 straight away. Yeah? So, in your second semester, when everyone else is doing ELC 151 for their English course, you can take ELC 231, which is meant for semester 3 students. Alright, in semester 3, when everybody else is doing ELC 231, you have no more English course to be taken. Why is that so? Because you have completed all the 2 English courses in the first 2 semesters of your study in UiTM. So, if you take EPT and you pass the test with flying colors, you are going to save 1 semester, for English course. Who can sit for EPT? A registered first semester diploma students of UiTM only. Alright. Should you have friends, if you have friends who are embarking or pursuing their studies at UTM, UPM, UKM or any other public or private higher learning institutions in Malaysia, they do not know about this test. If you ask them about EPT, they are clueless. Why? Because this test is only offered, is designed and only offered to first semester diploma students of UiTM. When is EPT conducted? The test is going to be conducted in the second week of the semester. How long is the test? It is only 90 minutes long. 90 minutes long. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Later, I am going to share the link of EPT registration. If you are interested to sit for EPT, what you can do is you can click on the link and get yourself registered. You need to always remember and bear in mind that without a proper registration, you are not eligible to sit for EPT. Where is EPT conducted? The test is conducted at computer laboratories at all UiTM campuses. I know by now you are still clueless. Okay, you still have no idea about the physical setting of your campus, be it Pasir Gudang campus or Segamat campus, because you still are not on board. But I can assure you that you do not really have to worry about anything, because it is only a stone's throw away from one place to another at both campuses. Okay? How much is the fee? This is one very important information about the test that I do not want anybody to miss. If you realize, before this I used the word if you are interested. Yeah, I said if you are interested to sit for EPT. Okay, this means to say EPT is a test. However, the test is not compulsory for every diploma student in UiTM. This is an optional test. You can opt to sit for the test, and at the same time, you could also choose not to sit for the test. Alright? But if you choose to sit for the test and you pass the test with flying colors, the implication would be you are going to skip ELC 1-1 in the first semester. Okay? Notwithstanding, you need to pay a certain amount of fee for EPT, and the test will cost 25 ringgit Malaysia. It has to be paid once you are registered for the test. Okay. Another one important point, yeah, the fee is non-refundable. This means to say, let's say you have registered and then you have received the invoice from the bursary, yeah, stated that you need to pay 25 ringgit Malaysia for EPT. But suddenly before the test, you have a change of heart, yeah, you have a change of mind. You do not want to sit for EPT, because you want to undergo the normal study programs which we have designed for all UiTM students. Alright, so can you get the fee back? The answer is no. You cannot get your money back. Alright, once you are registered, once you have received the invoice from the bursary, whether you sit or not for the test, it is compulsory for you to pay for the fee. So it is very vital for everyone to really think, yeah, about whether you want to take EPT or not, since this is not compulsory. How many times can you sit for EPT? You can only sit for EPT once. How do I register for EPT? Alright, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, I am going to share you the link of EPT registration. So here is the link. Okay, if you decide to take EPT, what you need to do is you need to click on this link, yeah, and then you need to fill in all the necessary details as requested. However, it is very much appreciated if you could very vigilant. Okay? If you could be very vigilant when you key in all your information. For example, your name. Yeah, you need to make sure you key in your name and your father's name correctly. Otherwise, the system wouldn't be able to identify you as UiTM students. Okay, when the system couldn't identify you as one of the registered UiTM students, the system couldn't be able to include you, yeah, as one of the EPT takers in UiTM. Excuse me. Alright, number 2 is your ID number. Yeah, I know ID number is something which is very alien to you, because you guys are still new to the system, new to UITM. Yeah, but once you have gotten your ID number, I want you to remember your ID number by heart, and you should not forget your ID number until the last day of your study in UITM, because your ID number is very essential. Okay, and also your identification card number. When you key in all the details, yeah, for example, your name, your ID number, and your IC number, do cross-check. Yeah, you need to make sure all the three informations are being keyed in correctly. Alright, if you could see at the bottom of this slide, there is a link, yeah, another link for APB website. Should you need to find anything, yeah, about EPT, or if you want to know more about the test, what you can do is you can click on the link and you can read all the information stated on our website. So another one additional information here. APB is another acronym. What is APB? Yeah, APB stands for Academy Pengajian Bahasa. In UITM, all the lecturers who are teaching languages are being placed under one academy, and we call that academy as Academy Pengajian Bahasa. That is our department. This means to say, all the lecturers who are teaching English language, Mandarin, Arabic, Korean, French, Japanese, and many other foreign languages in this world, we are all under one big department, and the department is called Academy Pengajian Bahasa. How do you pay for the fee? Alright, once you have registered for EPT, you need to wait for UITM to issue an invoice which will be sent to your student portal or your registered email with UITM. Okay, so you need to register for EPT first, and then you need to check your student portal or your registered email regularly, so you do not miss the invoice which will be sent by the bursary. After you have received the invoice, you can make the payment at any Bank Islam branches. Nevertheless, we are keen on helping you out by making your life easier. So you can also make the payment via CDM, yeah, cash deposit machine, and also transaction can be made through online banking. Okay, but one important piece of information that you need to always remember is to keep the payment slip given by the bank should you make the payment over the counter. If you're using cash deposit machine, you need to also keep the payment slip. And if you're using online transaction, what you need to do is you need to screenshot. Yeah, you need to screenshot the proof which stated that you have paid the fee of EPT. Why do you need to keep the payment slip? Alright, this is because you need to show the payment slip to the invigilators before the test. If you fail to do so, if you come to the venue of the test without bringing the payment slip, the invigilators have the right not to allow you to sit for the test. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this point one more time. After you have made the payment, you need to keep the payment slip, and the payment slip has to be brought, yeah, during the day of the test. Okay, and the invigilators are going to ask you for the slip. You need to show them the slip, then only you can enter the venue of the test and sit for the test. Please do not forget on this one. Okay, let us look at the format of our test. Yeah? EPT consists of 3 subtests. We have listening comprehension section, we have reading comprehension section, and closed passage. For listening test, the duration is 30 minutes, yeah, out of the overall time, which is 90 minutes. There are 3 parts for listening test, or 3 sections under listening test. Yeah. Part A is news item. You are going to listen to several news items, and then you need to answer questions based on the news item. And then part B, talk. For talk, you are going to listen to talk, and then you're going to answer questions based on the talk. So for part B, we have dialogue. Dialogue is a conversation between 2 or more people. while you're listening to the dialogue, what you can do is you can jot down important notes, yeah, and then you need to answer questions based on the dialogue. When you're answering the question, feel free to refer to the notes, yeah, which you have jotted down. All right. Next, we have reading comprehension and closed passage, and you need to spend approximately 1 hour for these two sections. For reading comprehension section, it consists of 4 reading passages. You need to read all 4 reading passages, you need to understand the passages, and you need to answer questions based on the passages. For closed passage, there are 2 closed passages, yeah, need to be answered by all EPT takers in Malaysia. Before we go into important dates, yeah, of EPT, I would like to share on one essential information regarding the passing marks for the test. The passing marks for EPT is 80%. This means to say, if you want to get the exemption of taking ELC 1-1 in semester 1, you need to make sure you could score more than 80 marks. The minimum marks is 80%. Yeah? If you score more than 80%, you will get the exemption of taking ELC 1-1 in your first semester. But what if you score less than 80%? If you score less, you need to sit for ELC 1-1 in the first semester. No exemption will be given to you. Okay, let's look at the important dates of the test. Online registration. We are going to open the registration in between 29th September to 6th October 2020. For those who are interested to sit for EPT, you need to be aware of these 2 dates, yeah? You need to make sure you get yourself registered in between 29th to 6th October 2020. Again, it is very much appreciated if you guys are able to double check or cross check all the information, yeah, that is needed to be keyed in the system during the registration. Payment dates. After you have registered, you need to check your student portal and your registered email with UiTM as frequent as possible, because you need to wait for the bursary to send the invoice of EPT. Yeah? After you have received the invoice, you need to make the payment in between 7th to 11th October 2020. The test will take place on week 2 of your study in UiTM. The date is in between 19th to 22nd of October 2020. We are going to take only 1 day in between these 2 dates, yeah? And the test is only 90 minutes long. 90 minutes long. EPT results. Alright. We are going to announce the results by 27th October 2020. After the results is announced, should you pass EPT with flying colors, you will get exemptions of taking ELC 1-1. So you can register for ELC 151. Yeah. However, if you fail EPT, you do not really have to worry much or to be sad, yeah, because there are so many interesting things to learn with your lecturer for ELC 1-1 as well. Okay, there's nothing to lose actually. Okay, so I think I have covered all essential details regarding EPT. But before I end my presentation, I am going to recap, yeah, on several vital information regarding the test. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, English placement test. It's a test, yeah. However, the test is not compulsory for everyone. You can opt to sit for the test, and at the same time, you could choose not to sit for the test too. If you want to sit for the test, what you need to do is, number 2, you need to click on the registration link which I have shared in my slide, yeah, and then you need to key in all the necessary details as requested. You need to make sure all the information that you key in is correct. Otherwise, the system wouldn't be able to identify you as one of the many UiTM students. Alright, number 3, after you have registered, you need to check your student portal and your registered email address with UiTM regularly. Yeah, so you do not miss the invoice which is going to be sent by the bursary. Number 4, after you have received the invoice, you need to make the payment of the EPT fee, and it will cost you 25 ringgit Malaysia. After the payment has been made, what you need to do is you need to keep the payment slip and bring the slip during the day of EPT. Okay, the slip has to be shown to the invigilators. If you do not bring the slip during the test, you will not be allowed to sit for EPT. Please do not forget on this point. Yeah. And last but not least, number 5, we are going to announce the results of EPT by 27th October 2020. Alright, if you pass the test with flying colors, you will get the exemption of taking ELC 1-to-1. If you fail, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be sad about, because ELC 1-to-1 is a very interesting course to be learned. Yeah, together with all your other friends and your lecturer in UITM. Okay, should you have any questions or any inquiries regarding EPT, you can reach me at nurulhijah@uitm.edu.my. That is my official email address. Yeah, and if you do not want to send any email to me, you can contact me via my handphone number 019-783-9828. 019-783-9828. Okay, this is for Pasir Gudang campus students only. Alright, if you guys are from Taklimat campus, should you have any question regarding EPT, you can reach out to Puan Fazila. Yeah, Puan Fazila is the EPT coordinator for Taklimat campus, and I am the coordinator of EPT for Pasir Gudang campus. Okay, so Puan Fazila email address is fazdi862@uitm.edu.my, and her handphone number is 013-324-4913. Alright, so again, for the very last time, should you have any pressing issue or questions or inquiries regarding EPT, do not hesitate to contact us. Yeah, to contact me if you're from Pasir Gudang campus, or Puan Fazila if you're from Taklimat campus. Alright, however, it is very much appreciated if you could address the issue politely, because by the end of the day, it is manners that make a man. Alright, do proper greetings and then introduce yourself, then only you address the issue, and inshallah we are more than happy to assist you. Alright, so I think that is all from me. So I wish all of you the very best of luck, yeah, and I hope you could enjoy your ride in UITM. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you.